What's popping, you guys? Welcome back to another Tea Tuesday video. Thank you guys so much for coming back and watching Tea Tuesday again. So you guys already know the deal. You guys already know how it goes down. You guys send me emails and I go ahead and answer them every Tuesday for you guys on my channel. If you ever do want to send me a Tea Tuesday email for some advice, whether it would be motherhood, whether it would be parenting, I guess that ties in with motherhood, whether it would be relationship, friendship, anything of that sort, you guys know I'm down for you guys. I'm here to answer any questions. I'm here to help you guys with anything that it is that you need. So you guys can always send me your questions to Khadishalee@gmail.com. I'll put it right here for you guys. You guys, how amazing is this natural sunlight right now? Like, damn, like it's just damn, look at that highlight though. Like, it's just doing the job right now. But anyways, you guys, we're not here to talk about my highlight. So what I'm gonna do is I'm opening up my email. I'm going to go ahead and read off some questions here. First one is from Stacy. She doesn't state that she wants to be anonymous. So hey, Stacy, what's up? So it does say here, I enjoy watching your videos. I enjoy watching your videos so much that I wish you would upload daily. You know what? I honestly thought about uploading daily, but being a mother, I'm so busy, and you know, just having my regular life and working and stuff like that. I think it would be kind of hard for me, but I'm trying to put up as much videos as I can. You know, I'm trying to get my subscribers up there. I'm trying to engage with you guys a lot more, but definitely one day, God willing, I will be able to do daily vlogs or daily videos for you, Stacy, for you especially. But thank you so much for subscribing, and you know what I mean, thank you for watching my videos all the time. But yeah, so I wish you would upload daily, laugh out loud. My questions are, how old are you? And do you plan on giving Malachi a brother or sister? Good question, Stacy. I'm sure a lot of people are wondering that. It's so funny because a lot of people always ask me like, hey, like, guy, what are you doing? Like, when are you giving Malachi a sibling? Like, he's turning 6, like, you know. So anyways, your first question is, how old am I? I am 26 years old. I turned 27 on January the 18th, Stacy. So if you want to send me some gifts, okay, I'm down. No, I'm kidding. Don't send me anything. But I'm 26. I turned 27 on January the 18th. So yeah, let me know how old you are, girl. Anyways, your next question was, do I plan on giving Malachi a sibling? You know what? It's so funny because I don't know, I love my son so much, and I'm always afraid of making him jealous. I'm always afraid of him feeling like I don't love him anymore. I'm just like, literally it brings tears to my eyes. Like, I've sat and thought about him, just like, nah, I'm not having any more kids. I cannot have any more kids. There's no way I want my son to feel like I don't love him no more, you know? And now that my sister had a baby, you know, we're always around them, and we're always with Atlas, baby Atlas. He's so cute, and I think that's what changed my mind, to see how Malachi interacts with him, and he's like, oh, this is my baby cousin, I love him, you know, and he'll help me feed him when we're there, and he'll kiss him on the forehead, and he just loves him, and it's like he loves being a big cousin. So I'm sure he wouldn't mind being a big brother one day. So I think now my mind has changed, but if you asked me this like a few months ago, I've been like, hell no, I don't want any more kids. Like, nope, I can't do it. And you know what I mean? I'm a person, I love to travel. I'm very impulsive. I'm a type of spur of the moment kind of thing. Like, I just do things. Like, if I want to go on a trip, boop, I just go online, book it, and I'm out like the next day, you know? So I know I wouldn't be able to do that anymore. It's actually hard even doing that with one child, but it's a lot easier because people want to babysit one kid rather than like 2 or 3, right? So I don't know. know. I definitely do want to give him, I definitely do want to give him a, let me just sort of move out the sun a little bit, but I definitely do want to give Malachi a brother or a sister one day. I really wouldn't mind it. I think now that it would be great. And for me, a lot of people like to have kids like back to back, but I love this space, and I love that Malachi's old enough to, you know, help me with his sibling one day. And you know, I just think it's great. But yeah, now looking at it, I would love to give my son a brother or a sister one day, you know. It's been talked about, so I mean, I definitely wouldn't mind that one day in the future. But yeah, so there goes the answer to your questions, girl. Thank you so much for sending your questions, Stacy. I mean, you can send me some tea about you too, you know. My next question is, okay, so this is anonymous. So it says, I've been married for a few years now, but I'm very unhappy. I feel as though I'm staying in my marriage for my kids. Would you stay in your marriage to keep your kids happy? What would you do? I don't know how to feel about this question. I almost feel like, do I know who this is from? Like, you know, it is anonymous, but I know quite a few people who have been in the situation, who are in this situation. But to answer this question, I wouldn't stay with somebody if I'm not happy. If I'm not happily married with that person, I would not stay with them at all, because I feel like kids play off of their parents, especially their mothers. So it's like, if your child doesn't see you happy, like, they know, you know what I mean? Like, it's the truth. Kids really know their mother. I personally, again, I wouldn't stay if I'm not happy in that relationship. I would not stay there. I wouldn't want to stay there just to keep my kid happy and pretend. I don't believe in pretending. I believe everything is what it is. And I'm a person, I tell my son straight up, this is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't beat around the bush with anything. And I think a lot of parents should be like that with anything, you know, whether it's a divorce, whether it's death, whether it's anything in life. I just think being straight up is way better than pretending, way better than lying. You know what I'm saying? And I think your happiness comes first. You know what I'm saying? Of course, your kids' happiness should come first in whatever the case is, of course. But in a marriage, your happiness, because it's you that are gonna keep that's gonna keep that marriage together. You know what I'm saying? And if you're not happy, you're gonna be fighting all the time. You're gonna be arguing all the time. There may be cheating going on. You're gonna turn to all these other things to fulfill those needs where you're not getting them. You know what I mean? So I definitely think that if you're not happy, instead of putting somebody through all that mess, get a divorce, you know, separate, go your separate way, and explain to your kids or your child that this is what happened. Mommy and daddy love each other very much, but unfortunately we're not in love, you know? And you then will, I guess, find it a lot easier to live your life, because you're then living your life for you, and you can definitely be happy within yourself. And I just think when you're in something and you're unhappy, it really shows, and people really can tell. And you don't want to be stressed out. You don't want to have that put onto your kid. You know, you want to see your kids, you want your kids to see you happy all the time. And yeah, I just personally, to answer your question, I would never stay in a relationship if I'm not 100% happy. Of course, you know, I believe with anybody you get with, there's going to be some sort of battle that you're going to have to fight. You just have to figure out, are they worth the battle? Are they worth me fighting for them? And there will be people that are worth you fighting for them, and people that aren't worth it at all, you know. And if you do decide to put up a fight and still after you're still unhappy, your heart doesn't deserve to be unhappy. You don't deserve to be in that unhappy space just for your child, you know. I believe that if your child sees you happy, they'll be happy, you know. And it just works, you know what I mean? And I just think that more parents should do that instead of staying in unhappy relationships or marriages or whatever the case is. But yeah, to my anonymous person that had asked that question, I definitely would not stay in a relationship if I'm not 100% happy. If I'm not happy, I'm out. Kids or no kids, I would not stay there just to make my child happy. So I hope I answered your question for you. My last question is from somebody that is anonymous. So this question does say, lately I've been struggling with depression. I've been so stressed out. What are some things you do to overcome depression and stress? I do quite a bit of things. I might be getting teary-eyed right now because just thinking about it. I'm a person, when I'm depressed, I like to cry. Crying is just, I don't know, crying just always makes me feel good. I feel like when I cry, it's like, you know, like it's such a relief. When I'm depressed, I definitely cry. When I'm stressed out, I cry. A lot of people would never know when I'm depressed or stressed because I carry it so well. You know that phrase, like, thank God I don't look like what I've been through. It's kind of one of those things, and it's just like, I kind of like to keep it to myself, so I turn to a lot of hobbies when I'm stressed out. I don't know if cleaning is a hobby, but boy, when I am stressed out, I am cleaning literally everything. I'll be cleaning the house. From the house, I'll go to the car. You know what I'm saying? Like, I clean everything when I'm stressed, when I'm depressed. It just helps me get my mind off of it. I also blast my favorite tunes, you know, whether it's slow tracks, you know, fast tracks, anything that it is. Music is something I blast on a daily, like from my wake up till when I go to bed. I cannot live without music. I'm so in love with music. It's just an amazing thing. And that's another way that I deal with my depression and my stress. Another way I deal with it is it's not that I don't like telling somebody about, because they always say it's good to talk to somebody, but see, the thing is, when you open up and you talk to somebody, can you really trust that person not to tell your business? Can you really trust that person to, you know, not use anything against you? You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of people that once, you know, you're going through something or whatever, they'll use it against you. There's a lot of people that are like that. You'll be surprised. And so instead of talking to people, sometimes I find I used to write a lot of music. I still do write music. So I'll either write music, or I'll just write in my like diary or like my book or whatever the case is. And I love telling my book what I'm going through, if that makes sense. I love telling my book because my book can't talk back to me. My book can't disrespect me. My book won't throw it back in my face. And it's like, for me, it's like untold stories, not untold stories, but like events that nobody else knows about except for my book. It's like a personal relationship with me and my book, honestly. And I think writing is definitely something, you know, I date it, I sign it, you know, I just tell my story and exactly what I'm going through in that day and how I'm gonna overcome things. And there's been so many times in my head, sorry, I'm getting so teary-eyed. There's been so many times, you know, I felt like, how can I deal with this? Like, I feel like I'm going crazy. And you learn to adjust, you learn to deal with things. I've learned that writing in my book is one of like the main things I turn to when I'm depressed or stressed out. And I feel like that's a really good way to deal with stress or depression. Writing, you know, if you do have that friend that you can turn to, that you trust, that won't throw anything back in your face, I would definitely say turn to your friend. You know, it's always good to hear advice, but sometimes you don't want to hear advice, right? So a book is always good. Go to the dollar store, buy you a notebook, and just, you know, date it and write it. And it's just good for so many other things too. You know, you can write down your resolutions, you can write down anything, you know, that you want to start and you want to finish. And yeah, that's just that's another way that I deal with stress and depression. Shopping is another thing that I do, which isn't good. I mean, if you can limit yourself and be like, you know what, I'm gonna spend $20 on something today, whether it's a lipstick, something that's gonna make you feel good, do it. Don't be so impulsive like me and spend mad money. It's ridiculous, because you'll see that all these material things you really don't need. Half of these shoes are because I was stressed and depressed, you guys. I went out and I was like, let me buy them shoes. Give me them black shoes. Oh, give me those other ones beside them. You know what I'm saying? So, and you know what, I like summertime, I'm always wearing heels or whatever, but like they'll sit there and collect dust until summer, so they're there a whole season, you know. And it's just like did I really need the shoes? I could have bought them in the summertime, you know. But like, I don't know, I love shopping, I love writing down my book, you know, I love cleaning, but those are ways that I deal with it, and I think that, you know, you'll find a way to deal with it. I think you gotta be careful who you talk to. But yeah, that's the way that I deal with depression and stress. I love to sing also, so you know, I drop some, you know, drop a beat and sing on the beat. I pretend like I'm performing at a concert, and y'all come to see me perform. But no, you guys, that's the way I deal with stress and depression. And I think that everybody will adjust in their own way. Everybody will find ways to deal with it. And you know, to the anonymous person that just reached out to me about that, thank you for that question, you know, because it brings me back to, you know, what I need to start doing more of, or, you know, what I you know, it just makes me remember the ways that I deal with my stress and my depression, and I hope that can help you guys out as well. And don't be afraid, if you want to talk to me, hit me up. You can stay anonymous, that's fine, no worries. Hit me up, we can talk. If you ever want to have a conversation off camera, you know, good to go. I'm here for you. I don't mind talking. But you guys, I just want to say thank you so much for sending in your Tea Tuesday questions. I truly, truly love you guys from the bottom of the bottomest of my heart so much. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys next Tuesday. Bye, guys.